Ho, 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 Quotables, and welcome to the 5 days of Christmas with Quotables. Christmas is near, and what a better way to celebrate than do 5 Christmas theme episodes for the 5 weeks of December that we have. And I hope you're feeling extra jolly because we, of course, had to start with the classic 1996 film Jingle All the Way. We cannot wait to do this one, but before we do so, let me introduce you to my number one customer, Ernie.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Ernest, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm actually kind of excited. I saw this movie like 3 times this time.
Just 3.
Just 3 times this time, but I actually had a great time watching it. It brought everything back. Like we always talk about this, like there's always these movies in Christmas that we always revisit, and this is probably one of the number ones that we do.
Yep, going off on that, I just wanted to mention, I love that we're doing this like podcast because I know with all the other movies, it brings back, like you said, but it's weird. It's funny because this movie I watch every year for Christmas, and doing this and stopping and like analyzing and typing quotes have really made me, there's so much more still that I'm discovering in the movie, even though I've seen it every year. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's like really special as far as like this, like what we're doing, because I love these movies and I'm learning more every time I watch. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely. I agree
It's
with
a
you.
new perspective of watching it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was actually going to tell you about as well. Like I wanted to go into this rant. I always go on rants, but like going back to this movie, like 1996, like what were we doing in 1996? What was popular? So like in
I
Jingle,
was 4 years old.
so in Jingle All the Way, when this was out, I was like 6. So when this was going on, there was Power Rangers and Furby dolls, I believe, that were like the big things.
And Tickle Me Elmo, I think, was the thing.
And Tickle
That's
Me
what
Elmo.
it was based on, I think.
It's based on Power Rangers and Furby.
Yeah.
Tickle Me Elmo just so happened to have to come out at the same time, and so it kind of coincided with the movie. So people were like, "Oh my God, look at this! Is actually what's going on right now."
Yeah,
because remember how big of a
but it still happens because Black Friday,
PlayStation
shit,
5, all that craziness, like.
Maybe not as wild, but even Black Friday, you see those videos.
Yeah, dude,
freaking
it's
wild
nuts,
up
dude.
there.
And I see, and like we'll go into it. One of the scenes, the guy that gets stepped on, like people died like that. It's
oh
great,
yeah,
like,
people
shit
get
like
injured,
that, but,
seriously injured for this.
But it's just but it's cool that we're going into this one and kind of seeing the consumerism of a movie, because like
it's for our entertainment.
Yeah, a lot of holiday movies usually are about consumerism or about like people feeling blue during the holidays. There's always a theme. For these
or little
movies.
shit spoiled kids.
Little shit spoiled.
Which is mostly what it's
fucking,
about.
Exactly, fucking Jamie.
But
Jamie. But yeah, dude, it's cool. I'm glad. I'm excited. Any other thoughts you have before we get into it?
No. Just want to say we got, just name the cast here. Of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger is always a fun time to watch because just the way he delivers his lines are just so great.
So
and we have Jake Lloyd back, who I think was before Phantom Menace, right?
Yes,
he did this before Phantom Menace. He was Anakin Skywalker, for those of you who don't know. And we have Phil Hartman, which is, are you aware who Phil Hartman?
Yeah, of course,
who plays Ted? He was the voice of like Lionel Hutz on Simpsons.
And you know what happened to him?
You know what happened? He died. He got his wife shot him in the face with a shotgun while he was sleeping.
And then she killed herself after.
Yeah,
crazy
fucking wild,
stuff, dude.
And then we have Sinbad, who I think steals the show.
I love Sinbad, bro. A lot of people
gets a lot of hate on him.
Yeah.
But dude, he makes this movie sweet. So anyway, I mean, obviously they got the little, got Jim Belushi also, who's pretty funny, and we got the little, I forgot the elf. His name is
James Belushi.
Yeah, James. I forgot what the elf guy's name is, but he's in a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. A little dude.
But anyway, yes, let's start with this movie because I'm excited, and you're gonna hear us butcher Arnold Schwarzenegger's accent.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's kind of easy. Like a lot of people have done it, and I think we got it down.
There's some people that are really good at it. I was doing it today.
Get down!
I was doing it today on my way home to work, and I was just like, "No, I'm not doing it."
You're gonna.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
All right. So the opening is the Turbo Man show, which is a resemblance, like you said, to Power Rangers. Exactly like that. You got the Go Demon Team. You got the fucking little guys running around. They kind of resemble Power Rangers.
Yeah,
like
that's
a little
what.
bit,
Yeah.
Right? Even though they're the villains.
It's like a half-ass looking version of Power Rangers.
So it's just a super cheesy, like fucking camp show. Like how most were about a superhero. And you got fucking Dementor. He's like ta Turbo Man. And I didn't realize this till now, but all this beginning episode of this Turbo Man show is literally what happens at the very end, right? They're doing the same lines, the same exact things happening. The kids falling, Turbo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we'll get back to that, but I just wanted to mention that I really didn't put that 2 and 2 together until I started doing this.
Real quick, I want to say something.
Yeah.
I did say it was Power Rangers and Furby. It was actually Power Rangers and Cabbage Patch Kids is what it was.
Oh, that's right.
That's what was going on in that time. And that's
I remember Furby because I remember Furby pretty well, and that shit
I
was
do, but I
pretty
don't.
wild.
That
Those
was
things are
crazy
creepy ass
for that,
motherfuckers.
But dude, this movie is super, like, it's a detriment of its time, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you go back to it, it's like now they don't have online shopping there.
Oh no,
you know, you
exactly.
see all that craziness, but it's pretty crazy.
But you get that joy of going to a store. But
yeah, dude.
I mean, I don't like to do that. It's just too. I mean, I used to, but like,
I think now we're just kind of done with it.
Yeah,
you know,
we're spoiled. We're spoiled.
Yeah, we're spoiled with the internet.
So we get the Turbo Man. It's Turbo time, and you cut to Jamie watching the show, imitating Turbo Man the whole time. Cheers when he catches the kid. And does that sweet angry face when like the mentor disappears? You have the picture of him. Did you take that picture?
I did take that. Yeah.
He does a lot of those faces in this movie.
He's in this one. You're totally right. He does more like physical things with his.
And
body,
he plays a kid really well. I think as far as like Phantom Menace, but people hated him because I mean it just had to do with Star Wars. You know, he's not bad. You know, he's just a kid. Yeah, exactly. He's a kid. You don't want him to be freaking.
That's how you're supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to play a kid.
Yeah.
There's no kid that's like freaking super crazy, like well acted. You know, like
I mean, there is now. Bunky Brewster. No, shit, no.
Bunky Brewster. Dude.
But you get those kid actors that were good, but then you don't really see anything about.
But you don't see that they're kids. Yeah. You know.
But no, when they're older now, you don't really hear about them. You know? Like Macaulay Culkin. You know, he was prime kid. Yeah. Now you don't see.
You think
much.
he just kind of gave us random? Do you think he just gave up so he can like? Because he's making a ton of money off.
He does. Yeah, doing cocaine.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's get back to this. It's funny because like in that show, you see Booster hugging the little family all together. It's like, Mr. President. He's like, you can always count on me. And then like the show ends, and then it goes to Liz, which is Jamie's mom. And Jamie's sad because his dad misses everything because tonight he's supposed to be getting his belts.
His purple.
And his purple and karate.
Mm-hmm.
And then Liz is like, well, he's not going to miss this. He's probably working really hard and just switches that sweet work. They're just getting down.
But he is working hard, dude. You know what
He's the only one working.
He's the only one working.
He's the only one working while everyone's partying their ass off, getting fucked up, doing like little Congo lines.
Yeah, dude.
You just don't get quality Christmas parties like that anymore, bro.
No, not anymore.
So when we cut to we see Arnold on the phone. So he's like a mattress salesman or some shit, right?
I think that's his business. It feels like
I think it is his business.
He's like, what do you expect?
So his secretary's telling, with his little sign, like, oh, you're going to miss it. And he's just like, and then he's on the phone. He's all, hi, Mr. Something. And he's like, yes, it's busy, but I like that.
You sound like Reindeer Wolfcastle.
I like that. Well, that's what mimics him. And it's funny, for a while, I put his name as Harold, but it's Howard. I don't know why I was putting Harold.
Howard.
He goes, a 200 king size by next Friday? He's like, of course, but I only do it for you because you're my number one customer. That is a great quote. I mentioned in the beginning. Great.
And then he goes, and then just like this one part where they're talking about the mattresses, and he's all, oh, the mattresses were too dark. Don't worry, we'll take them back, and then no extra charge. He's like, well, what do you expect?
You're my number one customer. And then his wife, Liz, hi. Oh yes, Jamie's quality back this. I'd be there. I promise.
And he's like signing a thing.
Yeah, I remember. You're my number one customer. He's like, Liz. She gets all pissed off.
Dude, I paused it there, and he's signing a contract that says. It says something about the mattress or whatever.
It was like a legal thing, right?
And then in the bottom it says maybe we'll meet again when we play golf.
Or something like that.
Something like that. Something about let's play golf.
I don't know. It was weird. I thought it was like something with having to do with like illegal getting sued or some bullshit.
Weird. I don't
know. So we show him rushing out, and he's like, "I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it." And the secretary's like, "He's not gonna make it."
The secretary.
And cuts to him in the traffic. She was right. So we cut to the karate class presentation. And we get introduction to Sweet Ted.
Oh, hell
and all the ladies are all like talking and like, so he's banging these chicks, right? He's gotta be, right?
Yeah, dude, he is. Like, they tell him Ted is, what is he? Like, she's like, oh, thank you for fixing the whatever.
Oh, yeah, thank you for fixing it. And he's like, hey, Ted, my door's like a little crooked. He's like, sure, I got the tool just for it. but he acts like kind of like weird because obviously he wants to bang Liz too. So he's fucking sweet, though.
Yeah, it's funny, like you say that, dude. I freaking... took a picture because like they're like throughout the
movie,
does
little sweet faces.
He does sweet ass faces too. And then when they're asking him, like she tells him, yeah, maybe he's all, thank you for doing that the other day. He's all, yeah, maybe we. I think later on he does it, but he's like, maybe we can swap recipes later or something like that. He has this face.
Maybe we can swap recipes. No, he does that. He says that later.
He does that later, but I just say like he does faces with everything he does.
He does. He has a
It's fucking funny.
I got the right tool for the job. So we cut to Harold, Howard breaking the traffic rules, trying to be smart, but he's caught by the police. But like as he's driving,
he's speeding is what he's doing.
Well, like he gets a speeding ticket, like he says it later.
Yeah, he says it.
But he's he's cutting traffic. There's got to be another offense for that, right?
I don't know. Yeah, because that's all he says. You got a speeding ticket.
Yeah, but it looks like he was not even in a lane. He was just fucking trying to get past everyone.
Dude, it's crazy. I was listening to this movie with my AirPods and like just like really playing attention. I didn't pay attention to how much music is in this, but there's a lot of music.
Oh, in the background, right?
Yeah, like in the background, and it's freaking great, dude.
Yeah, well, we're not meant to fucking like really like hear it, right?
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
you're
meant to kind of like see everything. Yeah, it's in the background, but
because without it, it'd be like what?
And then sorry, you're gonna get into this, but this is when the oldest cop in the force kind of pulls him over.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell is this guy, and why is this old man still working?
Officer Hummel, dude. That's his name. They never say his name, but that's on his tag, right?
Yeah, that's on his tag.
I looked it up and I was like, oh shit! I never knew his name was Officer Hummel.
Yeah.
So he tells the officer why he's cutting traffic, and then he's like, "Oh, I do apologize if I caused you some sort of delay. How thoughtless of me."
Because the last thing I want is a civil servant
to be disappointed in the way I'm doing my duty.
My duty. Yeah.
And then the officer makes him get out and do some drunk tests, and he's like, "Recite the alphabet." He's like, A, B, C, backwards. Little fucking shit. So we cut back to the karate. Kids are doing their little presentation, get their purple belts, and little Jamie's sad that his dad missed it. We cut to Howard finally arriving to the school. So somehow the school doors aren't locked. Also, wouldn't he know that having no cars and the lights all off kind of just be an indication that nothing's
right?
going on?
He didn't see Liz's car there.
You can't hear shit going on. Like,
and why doesn't Liz have her own car?
Oh, because she's always with Ted, right?
She's always with Ted. It's so weird.
I don't know. He's probably like, "Let me take you there, honey."
Yeah, and then then they cuts to like the janitor cleaning up.
Yeah, and then he's like, I didn't make it.
It's like, obviously you didn't make it. Like,
so we cut to Howard. We cut to Howard fucking arriving home, and Ted is on the roof putting up his lights, and he's like, "What's Ted doing on your roof?" He's like, "Ta-da!" He's like, "Why not spread a little Christmas cheer around the neighborhood?" Yeah, he's trying to bang. Well, let me say this before we get more into this. So a lot of these quotes when I'm doing them, I kind of skip around because sometimes I feel some things are unnecessary to put because I don't want to put too much.
Yeah.
But I kind of get to the good stuff, and like sometimes I'll skip a line, like maybe Howard says. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just so you're aware, because I do that a lot.
No
just
worries.
so I don't end up with typing all the time because otherwise the movie will be an extra 2 hours.
It's crazy because I've been freaking when I write the damn quote, I always try to write everything that I can, and I'm like, that's way too gosh darn.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? Because like there's a lot of unnecessary kind of filler that you don't really need to say.
You don't need, to get.
You're just getting to the point of what the good stuff is. I would think.
Yeah.
So Howard's like, what would I do without you?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say right now too. He goes, I recorded it on. I recorded it for you or something like that.
Oh, the karate.
Yeah.
I recorded it for you. He's like, gee, Ted, what would I do without you? He's like, hi. He's all fucking sweet.
He's like, did you tell Ted he could put lights on my roof?
On my roof, and she's like, don't explain it to me. It wasn't my karate class you missed. And again, fucking, Howard goes to Jamie and tries to explain why he missed a class. And then he gives another pissed out. He looks at him all pissed and turns back around. So, Jamie, stop. Listen, it was not my fault. Don't walk away from your father. And he shuts the door on him. Right? And then he gets in his room. Jamie continues to ignore him. He's like, sup, champ? Are those hands registered weapons yet? Wow. And he gets the bell. He goes, wow, this is really cool. Really cool. He's like, how do you do this? Like this? No, like this. And he puts it on his fucking head, right? Fucking Rambo, bro.
He's fucking Rambo. He does Conan.
Predator.
Oh,
Conan too. Yeah,
I was thinking like he does like some fucking grunts. He's like,
but he does he's whoa, doing the karate moves, and Jamie does another sweet face when he rolls his eyes. Remember, he's like, and then he goes to color that sweet picture he's making of his parents.
Dude, how cool is his freaking room?
He has a sweet ass room.
Dude, he has like Captain America in the background, like all painted. Like someone painted that.
He's got a bunch of sweet
sick,
shit.
Dude, fuck that kid, dude. He's so spoiled little shit.
Oh, yeah, Jamie tells Howard that he never keeps his promises, and he's like, purple's important to me, Dad. That's 1 away from green and 3 away from black. Just the way he looks at the way he kind of looks at it, right? It's like, it's kind of funny.
And we don't realize this until later, but like the painting he's drawing or whatever, those are the colors of the belts he's getting. So I think every time he gets something, he's coloring it.
But I don't know,
right?
But at the end, you see that picture completed.
Yeah, no, well, you see
maybe the ones
Johnny's,
he already got.
or his friend, he has it drawn out. That's what Schwarzenegger looks at when he's gonna take the gift at one point, but you'll see his.
We'll get back to that.
He has the same thing, but you'll see it.
Okay,
well, I'm not gonna show you. I don't have it here. But
show me. He's like, you're right. I really blew it. You think you can let me make it up to you? And
like how?
And he's like, I can give you something really special for Christmas. He's like, oh, don't worry, I got it covered. I wrote Santa. And he's all fucking smart ass, and he's like, but Santa gets really busy this time of year.
So he has mommies and daddies to help him.
It's funny because like,
why do I sound like that? He don't even sound like Schwarzenegger.
It's funny because like I don't even have those written down, but I remember him so well.
Yeah.
Then Jamie's like, wow, and spazzes out and starts going off on Turbo Man and all his neat functions at the end. Accessories sold separately, batteries not included. He's like, well, I'm glad you had time to stop and think about it. And he's like, whoever doesn't get it is going to be a real loser. Yeah. That's funny because that still kind of happens now, right? It's like, if you don't get it, you don't forget the hot thing, suck, bro. You're lame. Like, it sucks.
It does, but it's true.
It is true.
It's materialistic ass people.
Motherfucker.
And that's when he goes, that will not be you.
That will not be you. I promise. And then, all is right again, and they love each other. Little shit kid only loves him for the Turbo Man, right? So, whoa! And then we cut Howard back in the room with Liz. Liz, you should have seen us in there. We were laughing, having a great time, talking about that Turbo guy.
Which reminds me, Howard.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to go off.
No, I was, but I was waiting for you to say it.
Yeah, that's when she asked.
Which reminds me, Howard.
You got the doll, right?
You got the doll, right? And then she,
the doll.
All random, like, she bends down really fast where she's going to hit the fucking thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so she's brushing her teeth or doing her hair or whatever at the mirror. And then, like, in front of her is going to be the sink. And she bends down so fast, it looks like she hits it, but she obviously.
Oh, shit.
And then it goes straight to him going, I know. In his eyes, and he's like.
Well, that's when they're in bed, because
that's that scene too, and then in bed,
and then he freaks out
because that's when
that's right.
Yeah, she tells him okay, great, I'm glad you got it because right now it'll be as impossible to find, and then that's when it goes, and it's like the eyes.
Oh yeah, but this part before he's like, oh, the doll, of course, he's like the rock'em sock'em jetpack. He's basically saying the same thing that Jamie says.
Jamie says,
the Turbo guy. He's that Turbo guy. He's like, oh, Liz, you thought I wouldn't do something that you would tell me. And that's just like, I'm sure it would be impossible to find. That's when it's
that's when he does
right?
Dude, honestly, God bless Schwarzenegger. I'm sorry. I love Schwarzenegger.
I love him too.
He's my favorite, one of my favorites. Like
he makes shit.
He just
great.
makes, dude. That guy, this is a random little side note, dude. I have to tell you because obviously we were making fun of his accent, but his accent is what's making him that great. Honestly,
of course, yeah.
It's helping him a lot. Like during his movies, but that guy went to.
What if he knows? What I mean?
No, he knows.
It, right?
No, he knows because he when he was first starting, I read his biographies and stuff like that. He would
Memoirs.
he would go to classes every day to learn English because when he was trying to be an actor, they told him with that accent you're not going to be anything. You're just going to be muscles.
Oh,
and that's why he always tried to strive to be better and better and better.
What a trip!
And so it was his trip.
Fucker became our governor and shit.
I know, right? California.
Yeah.
We got it. It's for our other listeners that are not from here, right?
From Wisconsin. So we cut to Christmas Eve morning. Jamie is Turbo Man the fuck out. He's got the pajamas, he's got the cereal, he's got everything, right? I remember those days.
I do remember. Yeah, I was gonna say, I do remember. I would have Power Rangers. And
you'd be all fucking sweet, those sweet onesie pajamas, or the shirt at least.
Dude, that's fun. Fun times.
Howard's in a hurry to leave. Tells Liz he's going to go pick up the DOLL.
Like if the kid can't spell.
I'm like, so this kid, he's old enough to learn karate. He knows how to fucking everything about Turbo Man.
And Howard, it's Christmas Eve.
Doesn't know how to fucking spell. Yeah, and she says that, and then it's funny because Jamie doesn't say anything until he's like after she says that, and then he starts walking away again.
And then
Jamie's like, Dad, you're gonna miss the holiday entertainment parade. We go every year. Well, you didn't go last year or the year before
that.
Anyway, Turbo Man's gonna be there. He's like, I won't miss it. I'll be there. I promise. His famous last words.
Sounds like he's gonna die.
Final word. I'm sorry. Final. Well, it still sounds like it.
Yeah.
So we cut to Howard outside. I keep fucking saying Harold. Cut to Howard outside where fucking Ted charges up with that fucking reindeer.
The reindeer
for Johnny, his son. And it's like, and I thought fucking reindeer's supposed to be magical and jolly. And he's all, you just think of everything, don't you, Ted? And he's all I love this.
I love this part. Go ahead.
He goes, so what happens to Blitzen after Christmas? He's all, I've been watching A Family of Deer by Lake Minnetonka.
I thought I'd take him down there and set him free. Nature's kind will take him in like it's one of their own.
Fucking Lake Minnetonka, bro. His line deliverance is so good.
So, dude,
all these
he's such a sleazeball. You know what I mean? He's a sleazeball, and that's he portrays it so fun. That guy was hilarious, bro.
I know, and it sucks. His life was
what
cut.
happened? You know what I mean? Because he would have came out more. You know what I mean? And other shit.
Because that's fucking in Simpsons. He's hilarious. Like Lionel Hutz.
He's fucking hilarious. Too.
So Howard tells Ted he's gonna go pick up a Christmas present. He's all, nothing like waiting until the last minute, howitzer.
Howitzer. He's like, what'd you get him?
He's like, I got a Turbo Man for Johnny months ago. It's nestled safely under our tree.
And that's what he remembers.
Remember
later.
those words, listeners.
Yeah.
We'll be back to that.
What about when he goes, hey, Ted, or no, hey, Howard. It's gonna be. They're saying it's gonna be icy later. He's like, you might want to wrap some chains around those tires.
He's all wrap some chains around these. What? And then he like changes. He just waves by. Okay, bye.
And then he pulls the deer all like
all
hard.
aggressive and shit.
Oh my god,
He's
dude.
fucking sweet. So we're cut to Howard going to a toy store trying to get in 2 minutes early, but the dude at the ticking clock is like super exaggerating, right? He's like fucking like he's like, nope.
Because of 2 minutes. Because of
2
2 minutes.
I'm not gonna let me.
I used to fucking say that all the time.
And then fucking Angry Mom's moves back, and by the end of the line, where we meet Sinbad's character,
Hell yeah.
Myron. Now things start to get juicy. He's all, go ahead, have cuts, man. You know, he seems like a nice guy at first, right?
Yeah.
So he's a postman.
Hey, give the man a break. He's a man trying to get a toy.
And you know, he's a postman, starts ranting about how busy he is and how people write dumb letters. He's all these Christmas fools sending letters to people they don't even talk to but once a year. Not to mention sending presents to relatives people are gonna send back anyway. How many total kids does the man need? And I love this part. He starts talking about the fucking he starts talking about the letters. he's like, dear Santa, could you send me a bike and a slinky? He's like, no, your father's been laid off. And he's looking for some fruity butt toy called Turtle Man.
Turtle Man. It's Turbo Man.
It's Turbo Man. I'm trying to get it through, and that's when
it's all a ploy, right?
Yeah, that's when he starts going off on the big businesses.
Oh god, I love this thing.
And I know what I'm talking about. I went to junior college for a semester, and I studied psychology.
Oh, right in there. He went one semester.
He went one fucking semester, and and then you got you working. Because you're a father who's working 24/7 delivery to make an alimony payment to a woman who slept with everybody at the post office. Me. So he definitely makes this movie fucking better, dude. Right?
Honestly, yeah, bro. Like a lot. I'm telling you, bro.
Without him, it would have been different.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, he set the tone for a father
just a crazy
figure.
father trying to do anything for his son, right?
Because like
same thing with Arnold.
Yeah, because Arnold is the money, right?
Yeah.
Arnold is gonna throw money at anything he can.
Yeah.
This guy, he's struggling already. You know what I
but
mean?
he's just trying to get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when he's saying that about the alimony payment, he grabs that random lady, starts to choke her because he's all pissed. He's like, shouldn't wear fur, you know, because he calms down a little bit.
And he starts rubbing it.
And so the store finally opens, and to their surprise, Turbo Man sold out. He's like, Booster? Who wants Booster? Dude, Booster gets a lot of hate in this movie, bro.
Yeah, dude, no one likes Booster. Yeah.
And then fucking Howard, the Turbo Man doll, it's all gone. And then we proceed to ask to the employee if they have any in stock, and another great scene is born. Now, if you guys don't know this scene, it's he asks these guys about the Turbo Man dolls, and the fucking workers start laughing uncontrollably
at his face.
Can you mimic it? I want to hear it.
I cannot, dude. I'm gonna try my best,
and
I'll do it. But they go, let's do it. Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
No, quote me into it.
He's like, do you have those Turbo Man left?
And then he goes,
he goes,
I can't do it.
It's more like.
That's right. I know. That's the second guy that I was doing.
Yeah, this guy's
he goes,
these guys are looking for a Turbo Man. And then they're all fucking.
Hey, he's these guys are looking for a Turbo Man. He goes like, hey, everybody, these two are looking for a Turbo Man.
And the fucking man's like, shut up, man. He's all pissed off.
Everyone's laughing.
Everyone's
at them,
fucking cracking up at him.
So stupid.
It's funny, but then if they don't realize the popularity of what this character, like they're like, you're fucking crazy, obviously, trying to get this shit. And then, you know, Howard grabs them both fucking all muscly. He's like, where's your Christmas spirit? And, you know, suddenly they start cooperating.
He's like, there it is.
There, that's better.
No, that's better. That's what
and then, so they tell him some lady just got it on layaway and just left with it. And that's when Myron betrays him and pushes him.
Yeah.
And I love how that little Asian kid's just playing with the fucking with the race car in the store, right? He just like pulled it out all fast. They're literally in the store for like a minute, and this kid's already fucking sitting on the floor playing.
You know what we didn't pass into, like, so when the store opens, they all freaking trample the guy that's right there.
That's what you're talking about. Yeah,
that's what I was talking about. He gets trampled and his face is like covered with like
the shoe prints,
with
right?
Shoe prints. And then like Myron, he freaking runs to the side and then he knocks someone that's trying to get a toy on the shelf.
Oh, that's right. He's like, move, man.
And then he's like, he just
fucking everything falls out.
Myron, dude.
So then that's when he's like, he grabs the race car from the kid and then he trips Myron with it.
This is war.
And he's like, oh, poor baby. He like looks at him. So he goes out, and this is the part. So I watched the extended version. I know there's two versions. You got the theoretical and the extended.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching the extended. This is an extra scene. He stops the wrong lady and buys the toy that he thinks is Turbo Man from her, but it's actually Booster. But he pays 3 times the price. So the lady thinks he's hitting on her, and then at the end she's like, "You can still have my phone number." And fun fact, that's Yeardley Smith, the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
So she's in it for a second.
So I saw just.
It's kind of an unnecessary scene, yeah, because in the original it just goes straight to him seeing the lady in the car, starts chasing her down. He and it's funny because that Turbo Man's like literally right in the window, just fucking glowing, right? Him, like any fucker can just go and steal that shit. Yeah. But she freaks out, speeds off, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, just random little thing I want to say. I didn't watch the one you saw, the extended. I've seen it, but I just wanted to say
because right?
I just saw the original cut.
So right after that, we get a montage, right? And so what song is playing for you during this montage when he's going through store to store and saying it's sold
out?
Mine
was Rockin' Around.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because on the extended, they do it to Chestnuts Roasting. No. So when I was watching, I was like, this doesn't sound right. I always remember the other one.
Laughing.
That's what I figured, yeah. That's what I figured. So it was like super
that's
calm.
Crazy.
It was weird. That. So it was like a lot more calm and just
I don't like that because that's not
how
I don't
really
like
it either.
Because like right when that scene hits, it's you're feeling like, damn, he's
shit out of luck.
There's desperation here.
Yeah, because remember when he starts punching the Turbo Man like board, it doesn't feel the same when he's punching it because it's slow. It's weird.
That's crazy.
It's trippy. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
That's awesome. I didn't know.
So watch the theoretical version. I would say.
I would say that as well.
And then if you like it enough, then you can watch the extended. But anyway,
yeah. Some extendeds are just don't.
They don't.
They don't add in
it. Oh, we like
that. Look at them, dude.
We need a Schwarzenegger cut, which is an extra 3 hours.
I'm just Schwartz.
Just Schwartz. So after that, obviously he doesn't have any luck finding anything. Everything's sold out. Passes by a movie theater that says Turbo Man, the movie's playing.
The movie's playing.
And then fucking everything's Turbo Man. So we cut to Jamie and Johnny fighting over who gets to play Turbo Man when they're playing, and Liz is making cookies. And this is another whole great fucking scene.
Love this, right?
So Ted is in there for some reason, creeping around, right? He's looks like you need a little you time. Why don't you go upstairs, take a shower, and I'll keep an eye on the boys. Finish up the cookies. And of course, she's like a little weirded out when he unbuttons her, and then his fucking face he makes. I know you got that picture. Dude, that face. He
embraces her and he goes, "Go on,
he just
you deserve it."
Go on. He's like, "Don't worry, Ted's got everything under control."
And he burns bake for 30 minutes. The golden
brown. And he goes to cook a cookie, burns his finger. He goes, "Pipe down in there!"
Pipe down in there to the
fucking fast. So now we get to Howard. He's calling on the payphone. He's calling. Then Ted answers, "Merry Christmas, Langdon residents."
Yeah. He's all Ted.
And he's super confused. And he's like, he asks for Liz.
And then he's all,
he's asking for Liz, and that's when he interrupts him. He goes,
does that? He goes, these cookies. He's I gotta get the recipe from Liz.
He goes, "Oh yeah." He's a Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world. Who told you could eat my cookies? He's like, "I need to speak to my wife. Could you get her on the phone first?"
He's in the shower, Howard. You want me to go check?
No. He's like, "No." He goes, "On your way out." And he's like, "These cookies." And then fucking Howard, "Put that cookie down now." That's a quote I hear a lot. Like not just from us. Like I feel it from a lot of people.
It's crazy
it's
how
a little thing.
Yeah, it's crazy how much this movie is quoted. Honestly.
Oh hell yeah.
Like usually, there's some Christmas movies that don't get quoted as much. You know what I mean? But this one, for some reason, I think it's just because it's Schwarzenegger, bro. Like,
oh yeah, of course.
He just made his accent and everything make it perfect for you to want to say.
But even Sinbad's character, but you don't hear his stuff as much. But still, if you got into it, I'm sure.
Definitely, for sure.
So Ted's a little shit, and then he ends up hanging. He's like, the cookies on the timer. Gotta go. Bye bye. Yeah, and he just hangs up on his ass.
That's what he tells. But before that, he tells him this random thing where he goes, "He's like, Howard, is everything okay? Because right now it's a dark time for people, and the holidays are so bullshit.
People get sad, and it's all fucking stupid. On your way out." So after he hangs up, Howard and Myron meet back up because Myron happens to be there and he wants a truce. Suggests a team being formed, and he's all search and destroy, divide and conquer, me and you. Oh come on, man, let's be a team. He's all fucking. He's like a little kid, he's acting like a little kid. He's trying to get his toy. Harold refuses. He's all, "Do you understand?" He's all, "Oh, I understand you, man." He's like, "Mr. Wear your little fancy cashmere shirt and your nice little
suede shoes
and your nice little suede shoes. I was good enough to talk to you in line, but I'm not good enough to be on your team. That's racism."
See, that's what Jesse Jackson was talking about.
Jesse Jackson was taking.
He's all the Turbo Man's on these.
Oh yeah, that's when that guy announces, "That's Turbo Man at the store," and they all fucking take off.
He's all, "Turbo Man,
Turbo Man." Fucking Howard backs up into a motorcycle, and guess what? It's Officer Hummel.
Oh god.
And then he's all, You broke my little mirror. And he's like, license and registration. And fucking Myron passes by. Ooh, is there a problem, officer? He fucking takes off all sweet.
Oh, God, dude. But I'm sorry. I love that. Dude, I've always loved that when he goes, he broke my little mirror. And he drops his coffee, too.
Yeah, I'll fucking... That coffee, it's like a reoccurrence again, right? It comes back.
It's such a thing. Oh, my God.
So now we cut to Howard. He makes it to that store that they have it. And, he sees Myron. Myron salutes him.
Yeah. He gets all mad. He does it all angrily.
He does it all pissed. And I love this fucking raffle because that guy they have announcing it is exaggerating the shit out of it, right?
Of course he is.
And he has that stupid little toy microphone.
Like
you remember that thing?
Yeah,
I remember that fucking
I remember that shit so
and somehow it amplifies to hear the whole crowd,
so everyone
right?
can hear
he's
it.
All,
and then he's all, what does he say? He announces that, the list price just doubled for the toy.
Doubled. And everyone's like, boo. And then he's like, if not, you can get boosted.
We don't want it.
We don't want him. We don't want it. It's fucking great. So the crowd's going nuts, and all of a sudden, so the game is they have to get a ball.
Yeah,
right, and it's just a raffle. I don't know
it has
how
a number
works.
On the ball, and
is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, and I guess if you get called the number, then you'll get one.
That's what I thought. So that happens, but then everyone's going so crazy they just throw the balls in the air, right? These buckets of balls. So everyone's going. It's the most wonderful time,
and it's all slow motion,
fucking nuts.
And then freaking, I love the jump scene of Schwarzenegger, kind of getting.
How does he not catch a ball? There's so many in his face. The way he
grabs, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
But he jumps so high, and it's like.
But I love how he gets a ball, and then Myron
fucking
paper sprays his ass, and then he's all, he's got to, and there's another.
The mailman!
That's another quote I feel like is always quoted.
Yeah, that's a good
Get
one.
the mailman. The fucking guy like a unibrow.
He's a Ronnie King.
Ronnie King. Everyone's attacking his ass.
Dude, that's two racist things he's trying to say.
So the ball. So it's I don't know why Howard is so fixated on this fucking ball. There's so many other balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's chasing this one all through the mall. Little kid fucking ends up with it. He's all, this is my ball.
Yeah.
So he's chasing this kid.
It's like a little girl.
Yeah, it was a little girl. I thought it was a boy for a while.
Oh, yeah, same. Because of the way she kind of looks. And she has that the weird little bowl cut.
Yeah, it's a little strange.
But it's a girl, yeah.
So he's chasing this kid through the play place, meets her in a ball pit, and tries to get her out of her mouth, but is attacked by an angry mother, and they call him a perv. He's all...
Wait, no, but you skipped that part where he goes, when she has the ball in her mouth.
Yeah, she has the ball, and he pulls out he goes, look what I got for you.
A shiny red ball. Do you want to trade?
The way he does it, right? And he's like, I'm not the pervert. I just want the turbo. And
that's when we cut.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I skip around, I jump around, I get a little hippity dippity.
No,
so
it's hip.
Howard is disappointed, and a Santa nearby overhears his troubles. Now this is another scene. This is another part of the movie I think is essential to this movie because the way they sell these guys. So it's a Santa and his little elf. His name's Tony the elf, and he's like, so I heard you're looking for a Turbo Man doll. He's like, forget it, buddy. I'm not sitting on your lap.
He's all, that's not, what does he say? Fuck, I forget. He goes, that's not my bag.
He's like, that's not my bag. And then he's like, Santa shows him the pic of the elf with the elf. He's like, that was taken this morning. The fucking Tony the elf has it in his hands, right?
I know what he says. He goes, hey, Chief, that's not my bag.
Hey,
that's like a gay joke.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But
right?
In a freaking Christmas kids movie?
I know, right?
I didn't catch that until
it's a little
today.
Strange.
I was like, wow, that's a gay joke.
But I like how they're talking about it, and then fucking cops walks away. He's like, oh, Merry Christmas. And he's like,
and then the
guy's waving too, and he's fucking all.
What's it?
Tony the elf.
Yeah, Tony the elf. He waves at him, and then he freaking goes like, nah, kind of thing.
And then he's like, all right, I'll take it. He's like, what are you crazy? Santa never delivers a gift in daylight.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I forgot.
So he's got to take.
I love this part.
So he's got to take him, to this little fucking compound. He's like,
do you remember the song that he's singing on the way there?
He's a little boy
who's Santa Claus.
So here's another thing.
God.
Oh, let me get. So in the extended cut, he doesn't say it there. Well, hold on. So he doesn't say it there, but later inside the warehouse, they sing the full song.
Oh wow!
At least like a couple, like a minute or two of it, and all the Sandals join in with him. It's a weird. I like the first version better.
Of course, yeah. He says, "I feel sorry for that laddie."
But I don't even know. if this part's in the theoretical. But they're in the car talking, and then Howard's talking about Ted. He's all, "Oh, my neighbor, he's in touch with his feminine side, and he's been attacking. He's busy attacking my wife's cookies. All right, like it's weird." He's like, "Is that in your version?"
No, that's not in the one.
Not right.
No.
So he says that part's pretty funny. But even then, he's like, "How he's telling Santa, and he's all, my name's not Buddy. Like he's all, my name's not Buddy. It's Santa."
Yeah. He's always so fixated on
he goes,
Santa.
"Hey, spare me the details of your twisted life." That's what fucking Santa says back to him. So they roll up to this fucking Christmas compound. He goes, now what? He's like, what are you down, brother? What is this, 60 minutes? What are you, the question king?
Yeah.
Chill. He gets all fucking stupid, right?
That's when he knocks and he's all, and
Yeah.
he does the.
Yeah. Ding, ding. Yeah, and then fucking, so, password. Jingle bells. Batman smells. It's so stupid.
He's like, ding, 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 ding,
So you
ding, the
say,
song.
They
call me Bad Nose Santa or something.
And then fucking
Help
also,
me,
everyone, there's just a super sketchy thing going on.
Dude, it
Obviously.
looks like such a sketchy.
You got all those
spot.
fucking ladies, like the accountants, all this cash.
All
And
this
fucking,
yeah, it looks like a drug
fucking
freaking
hilarious.
business, but they're selling toys.
Howard questions Santa about calling his operation non-kosher. He's all, we aren't doing this for us. We're doing it for the kids. For every little boy who opens a Christmas present and gets clothes instead of toys. And he's like, oh, we can't make a little profit off of it, because he's like, he returns to the Toberman. He goes, that'll be $300. He's like, dollars?
No, chocolate kisses.
Yes, dollars. I love that fucking part. So he's like, he tells a little elf, he's like, put it in the safe this time. Because like I guess maybe the elf steals that shit.
Yeah.
Probably does. I mean, they're all sketchy. He opens it immediately, right? And it speaks Spanish. And he's like, oh, well, that's the multilingual version. It's fun and educational.
He's all, toque del hombre de turbo.
And the fucking toy breaks, and, Howard's pissed, obviously.
He's like, well,
He's
some
like,
assembly required.
So Howard's talking shit to them. And he's like, in the North Pole, those are fighting words. So Santa mocks him by attacking, by kind of like making him seem like a chicken. And that's when Howard... Howard punches his ass. He does like the
I'm
weird,
not gonna punch Santa.
Santa Claus, and he fucking punches him, and he does all these fucking
he doesn't
crazy
punch him.
flips.
He
Pulls his beard back. That's right.
And then like
Fucking launches his ass off.
he's like, get him,
get him. So Howard's actually doing a pretty good job, kicking these ass, and the fucking Ninja Santa rolls up.
Oh yeah, with the freaking like nunchucks,
all crazy,
candy canes or
candy
whatever.
canes, I think it was. And that fucking beefy ass Santa comes.
Oh yeah,
he's
that's
all,
freaking.
I'm gonna deck your halls,
All
bub.
right, dude, the Big Show.
Oh, it is, right?
WWE,
Okay.
yeah. And he's all, I'm gonna deck your halls,
bub. And Howard's not getting anywhere with this guy. And then that's when the midget Santa, who is actually Minnie B, the Vern Troy.
Really? That's I didn't know
guy.
that was Vern Troy.
He attacks him and he ducks, and the big guy punches him. He's like, ew! He fucking lines all, little buddy. And then fucking the cops roll up finally, and then
no. Wait, this is where before, because Tony, he gets a freaking taser.
Oh, he tases
him right in the ass.
And that's when the other
and then
Santa
he goes, dog pile. Yeah.
And that's when the cops roll up. And
the
then
Grinch.
It's the Grinch. Scatter. So Howard luckily happens to find a detective toy badge.
Yeah.
Where he acts as a detective. All the cops believe him. He's like, I've been working on this case for 2 years. This is the worst detective I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Lucky guy, right? So it cuts to him. So he gets out of there, luckily. So it cuts to him driving off, but his car runs out of gas. Or does it just break down? I don't know.
No, it runs out of gas.
It runs out of gas,
yeah.
right? So he has to roll it all the way to a diner. So he gets to the diner. So now we cut back to the neighborhood where Ted is showing off his reindeer. He's like, Christmas comes but once a year. And that's when the lady, when you're talking about, was hitting on him again. She's like, I wish every husband were more like you. And he's like, we should get together and swap recipes.
And then like goes to Johnny, the son. And then that's what he says. He's all, what'd you name the reindeer? He's all,
Ted, like my dad.
After my dad.
He's like, Jamie's jealous because his dad doesn't do stuff like this for him.
I wish my dad did stuff like this.
And then fucking Johnny goes, he's all, hey, maybe your parents should get a divorce. It did wonders for my dad. So stupid. And then fucking, I'm pretty sure everyone heard that, right? It's kind of awkward.
So weird.
Because even Ted's like, hot chocolate.
And then he left. He fucking runs.
Yeah, he runs
Jamie
in his house,
away,
and that's when the phone rings, and it's good old Pop. Jamie's excited, but he calls. He's like, "Oh, I want to speak to your mother." He's like, "You can't." He's like, "Why not?" She's next door petting Ted.
He's like, "She's what?
She's what?" I love that shit because fucking Howard like flips on Jamie, like flips out, but like Jamie changes the subject super quick to talk about like, "Are you coming home soon?" And he continues to ask about Liz. He's like, you can't. You got to keep your promises, just like Turbo Man says. Always keep your promises if you want to keep your friend.
Jamie, he's all, get your mother.
No, that's when he snaps. He's all, I'm sick of hearing about the Turbo Man. I've had enough to hear about this Turbo Man. If there's anyone I don't want advice from now, it's Turbo Man. He's like, now get your mother.
What do you know about keeping your promises? You never keep your promises.
You never do anything you say ever. And he hangs up, and then fucking Liz is right there. Like,
damn you,
Howard.
Dude, so dramatic.
That's super dramatic. Fucking, he goes off. But I mean, he's playing a disappointed kid, like his dad's letting him down, like always, like he always lets him down. He just wants to be with his dad.
Man, I'm gonna interject here. Sorry, I got a little facts. All right, I always like talking about this because, like, dude, if you watch this movie, dude, he is a good dad. You know, not in every way. Obviously, he has his
but he
flaws.
doesn't see it.
But dude, no, yeah, like he's working overtime, making money for his family, and like they don't appreciate that, bro. Like
going above and beyond to get this fucking toy. Like,
yeah,
he's
like
doing
they're
everything.
not seeing that, bro.
Yeah,
you know
of
what
course
I mean?
not.
It's just
until the movie comes out.
Of course. Well, it's all materialistic, right? That
Yeah.
Like so, well, we'll get to it at that point. But like, you know, the whole movie, this one. So like we were talking about before, like a lot of holidays movies usually are about materialism or about like the holiday blues or like you know finding love, you know, whatever.
But it ends up being like a family.
But it's always
This will be.
yeah, it's always something like that. And this one's about materialism, right? So, all right, go continue. Sorry.
No, I like your little sideboard.
Thank you. They call me Sidebar John. Just kidding.
Sidebar Ernie.
I don't know, I said John.
Sideshow Ernie.
Oh,
you like that, huh?
I like that.
So after he gets hung up on, you know, he again meets Myron. He's all, peace. 'Tis the season to be jolly. And he gives him a little liquor in his coffee, right? I love that sweet sound it makes when he's pouring. It's all glug, 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 glug. It's like fucking so super exaggerated. So, you know, Howard tells a story about building a treehouse. So, you know, the door's a little crooked, the ceiling didn't sit just right. I like the way he talks about it because he's like super happy. He sells it well. He sells it really well.
Because he's
like, but
dad,
you should have seen his face. He made us have Christmas dinner. And I like how Myron's little. He's like, no. He's like watching, right? You know, they're friends right now. You know, of course.
I think that right there at that moment they're bonding because they're fathers. You know what I mean?
Of course.
They know what it
like
is.
Going above and beyond, like we just mentioned. So Myron tells a story about his dad never getting a toy gun, and he never forgave him. And you know that's when Howard pictures Jamie as a mailman drinking liquor. He's all, "Cheers to you, Dad." But he's all, "I remember that Johnny Omega gun like it was yesterday." He's all, and he's like, my neighbor, he got that Johnny Omega, and you know what happened to him? He became a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's
making something. Yeah.
Fucking sweet. He's all, fuck.
That's prior to.
That's crazy because like
that's prior to him.
That's
doing,
probably
there you go, Dad, or whatever.
That's probably some. Yeah, it's prior to that. I just had to skip it because I like it.
Yeah, that's a good fucking scene.
But yeah, it's crazy because like I wonder, like I mean, that's probably true with in a lot of cases. You know, like some people that they get the shit they want, like that pushes them to do. But him, his, like he says, it's just another chance for my dad to disappoint me again. You know, like his dad let him down so many times. He was always just like, fuck it, dude. Like, what? Life doesn't matter. So that's why he's doing so. But to how can I say this? To kind of make up for that, he's trying to do it for his son. He's trying not to make sure his son doesn't get that treatment.
Exactly. Yeah. Very true. That's what I was about to say as well.
Great. So that's when the radio ad conveniently plays. And I never noticed this before because, so he's talking about, you can win a Turbo Man if you name all the reindeers. And I love how the announcer, he'll say, if you listen, he's all, you'll be the winner of the hottest toy since the Johnny 7 Omega. Like, it's exactly what they're just talking about.
This is random, but like in the beginning, when they're, this is random, but I wanted to bring this in. That radio station that's playing, he's all, I'm bringing you all the jingle jangles or whatever. Not jingle jangles, but all the jolly something. You just got to bring your jolly, the radio music or whatever. When what's his face, Jamie is eating cereal, remember, and he has the little onesie we were talking about. That radio station's playing in the background.
Oh, it's
like
right,
just randomly, subtly in the back, and he says something. But yeah, dude, I love that, dude. That's so awesome. Then the guy tries to do the reindeer thing, right?
Oh, that's when they both charge for the payphone, right?
Yeah, and then someone calls.
That's when fucking so Myron fucking breaks it, right? He breaks the phone.
Yeah, he pulls it. He pulls the wire.
But he calls. He's like, I got the answer. And that's when the fucking truth is broken once again.
Yeah.
But then that's when the fucking
guys.
The radio station only 2 blocks down on Wabasha.
Dude, I
fucking Wabasha.
Me and my brothers used to say that.
Say that Wabasha.
Wabasha. And now
I love how they're running, right? And I love how Myron's throwing all the mail out of the back.
to relieve heaviness.
Why didn't he just leave?
Lighter,
Why didn't he just leave that shit in the fucking car? And then fucking, because obviously he's not delivering any mail today.
Yeah, why
does
he always have that bag on him?
That fucking sack. And he's like Santa,
bro. He starts throwing packages at Harry.
It's fucking Danny DeVito would have been pissed at Matilda. My packages. So fucking Howard is like, I'm having a good time. Bye. He's like, Dasher, Blixen. I can't even name the fucking reindeer.
I think I know.
Go for it.
All right, I think it's Dasher, Dancer, Donner, Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. I know. I messed up.
That's pretty.
Almost.
I would have believed you said exactly like how he fucking says it.
I got it because
that's fucking sweet.
It's because you know why I love that Rudolph song, the freaking the Red-Nosed Reindeer song.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah. So they make it to the station.
That's on our next podcast. Me and my friend can sing.
Just gonna say American Idol. Fuck.
I messed up.
Howard makes it to the station.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Where the announcer freaks out as Howard busts the door open. He's like, I got the answer. And he names all the reindeer and he fucking hugs them.
He's like, did I win?
Did I really? And then fucking Myron goes, "You're too late. I got the answer." He's like,
I don't need the answer.
And he fucking like does that with his hands, right? He rubs his hands. He's like laughing. And that's when fucking Myron busts out his bomb.
Package,
I got an explosive device.
I don't need it. I don't need the answer.
I got this. He's like, what is that? It's an explosive device. And then he's like, Myron, come on now, buddy. He's like, I try to be your buddy. I try to be your friend. You're better than know those common letter writers who make fun of my knee socks and my safari hat in the summer. And then like the radio announcer kind of laughs too. And he goes, Mr. Ponytail Man, I know you. You're the kind of person who puts a trash can in front of a mailbox, so I have to get out of my Jeep, aren't you? He's like, no, I recycle.
I recycle.
Fucking stupid. But he's going off, right? And you're like those people that go, hey, Mr. Mailman, like I have no feelings. Dude, he's just
like
going
I have
off.
no feelings. Oh
this fucker's just going off the whole time. Like he's always ranting, right?
Yeah, you know what's funny is I think he and I might be mistaken, Bacon, but like around this time, I believe like they usually always say that postmen are like kind of like not crazy.
That's
but
why they call it going postal.
Yeah, going postal because like some mailmen were going kind of crazy with shit that was going on in their work.
Yeah, of course.
I think maybe that's what he's trying to play as a character.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, because it makes sense now that he's so crazy, not crazy, but over the top with everything that he's saying. And shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I can imagine it's probably a crazy job.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
you get fucking
Safari
chased
hats
by
in the
dogs.
summer.
You get fucking chased by dogs and shit. So the bomb falls out of his hand, but it ends up being a fake. Plays a little cute little music, right? So that's when Howard charges at Myron when an announcer interrupts, saying, I don't have the doll here. Like, you guys are under the impression what we have here is a gift certificate. And they hear the cops.
See, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No. That's not what I said. What I said was
you would get a doll eventually.
And they're all fucking pissed, right? But Howard somehow
eventually, and they try to choke him.
And that's when they hear the cops. And then
you called the cops?
He's like, kinda. Because before that he's like, help me! Yeah, this crazy man in my studio.
There's a crazy man in my studio. And then he breaks down the door and then he's all, help me!
That's fucking sweet. Sorry guys, we're going back a little back and forth. And you get too excited, we get too excited.
No, you're good. Movie. Honestly, don't apologize. I love this because I like
apologize to the listeners.
The way the way we like think of the movie is like we're thinking about it like we've seen this movie. But we're thinking about these quotes all sporadically because that's how good it goes in our head.
It's just so good.
What I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We got to skip things and put it together a little bit.
Yeah.
So they try to escape somehow. Obviously Howard took the gift certificate. So they meet up with the cops again. Howard once again meets Officer Hummel. So he just can't stay out of trouble again. And then fucking Myron's like, you wouldn't want to hurt a fellow public servant, would you? And then he reveals another bomb. He's all, I work for the post office, so you know I'm not stable. And then fucking Howard, he's like, tell him. And then Howard's like, this man is totally insane. He's like, guns down. He's like, you too, Barnaby Jones. And maybe that face he does when he does. He's like, he's like that fucking puckered lip, right? He's like, and I know if you move because I have the ears of a snake. But snakes don't have ears, right?
Oh my god! Those who don't know, snakes use their vibrations to kind of hear.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
Snake.
He's like, I got the e, and I don't know if you move because I have the ears of a snake. And if you notice, his hand is clenched like this, so he looks like he has a detonator in his hand.
Oh yeah, because he has that glove right that goes over his fingers. Like you can't really tell. You can't see his hand. So Hummel grabs the package saying he was part of the bomb squad. He goes, relax, Sparky. That fucking guy. And then it ends up blowing up. I don't know how that didn't kill him.
Yeah,
but obviously it's a Christmas movie. Yeah. So he was the only one damaged while everyone else was fine.
That was really a bomb? That's what we get.
Yeah, he's like, that was really a bomb? This is a sick world we live in. There's sick people. And then
the guy goes, how many years in the bomb squad, sir?
How many years in the bomb squad, sir? So, Howard... we cut back to Howard, walking back to his car where it's fucking just stripped apart.
That's crazy, dude, right?
Up, right?
Right in front of the diner with the freaking Wobble guy. Wobble shop guy.
He didn't go fuck. But at least he got his gift certificate.
Go ahead and take those ties if you want.
Take that motherfucker. Just buy some coffee. So, Howard has to get towed home, right? And I think there's another part in the extended version. There's a conversation with him and the tow truck driver. Did you get that?
No, not on mine.
Well, in my version, he's talking to the tow truck driver and he's trying to say his version of what he's gonna say to Liz, and then the mom's like, or not the mom, the driver's like, you got to be more sympathetic than that, and then he gets super sympathetic, and she goes, what are you, a woman or something, fucking like a dick. And so anyway, so that drops him off, takes the car. Now Liz really doesn't have to go anywhere. Howard makes it home. You see the carolers in the background. Side note: for the first time this year, I had Thanksgiving with my family, and we had carolers.
Really?
It was like two guys, one guy with the guitar, but they sang Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was trippy, right?
That's
I mean,
awesome.
it's just like, yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, I had never gotten that before.
Where was your Thanksgiving?
We were in Whittier.
Oh, Whittier. Okay.
Yeah, they were just going around. We can hear them like moving around. It was fucking
that's
sweet.
Awesome, dude.
That was a trip.
Yeah, that's like some stuff you get like down in like Brea, kind of areas. Never here.
I've never seen it.
That's awesome. Dude, we should just do it.
Let's go. Let's go right now. Fuck it.
Let's go.
With the rock'em sock'em.
Jazz bags.
So
I'm gonna sing "I Feel Sorry for That Laddie."
Here's a little boy. So we see. So Howard sees Ted, that son of a gun, putting up the star on his Christmas tree, and he starts walking towards the house. But then he remembers, nestled safely under our tree, the Turbo Man, right?
Yeah.
We cut to Liz telling Ted not to put the star because Howard is really adamant about it, and he's like, "Too bad he isn't adamant enough to spend time with his family on Christmas Eve." He's such a little fucking
dude.
shit.
He's a fucking shit, bro.
Oh, I fucking love it though.
Yeah. And then, obviously, the way we quote them, we will when we quote movies, we will not be able to kind of add the emphasis of the character the way they do it. But if you watch this movie, you'll know. But that guy is such a douche. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's just trying to bang Liz, dude. He's trying to trying to get in her pants through the whole movie.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking sleaze. But he wants to swap those recipes.
Yeah. So go on, you deserve it.
So he cuts to Howard sneaking into Ted's house to steal the Turbo Man. Ted has a gang of gifts in his house, right? So maybe it's for all his hoes, his ho-ho-hos, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because that Turbo Man is in the Turbo Man wrapping paper. It's like, I wonder what's in there. I wonder, is that the Turbo Man? I don't know. Who knows?
And then he's
super obvious, right?
And then he grabs it and he shakes it.
It's Turbo. What does he say?
I think it says
Turbo time.
I think it says Turbo time.
It's not the Spanish one? No, I'm just kidding.
Turbo.
So, fucking Ted, pulls Liz to go out to see the carolers, and I like how he tries to put his arm around her, right?
And she goes,
they're all swaying back and forth. He's like,
she swings harder, so
he's got his sweet little face again, dude. He's just fucking so good.
Honestly, I'm gonna try to do a little montage on Twitter, or not a little montage, but try to do little pictures of every little thing I got. The ones that we're talking about,
them
just little ones, because he's dude, that guy's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah. So as Howard's about to sneak out, he realizes the errors of his ways, and he looks at the toy. He's like, "You're gonna go back." But then the reindeer sees him, pissed. And it's funny how it has a little Santa hat on it. He's like, nice doggy. So he gets chased around this house, right? Fully destroying Ted's and starting a fire where he kicks out the fire in front of the carolers. And Ted puts it out. He's like, Balthazar. And then they see Howard. He's in trouble. And then Howard's trying to explain. He's like, Liz, I can explain. And she's like, Howard, I've been listening to your version of the truth for years. And honestly, I don't want to hear it anymore. So that's when Liz asked Ted to drive him to the parade. And then fucking Ted goes, you can't bench press your way out of this one. So fucking dumb. Yeah. But I like how he just doesn't even care. His house is destroyed, but in no part of the conversation does anything come up. Oh, you broke my window. My house is kind of almost on fire. My house is destroyed.
Howard, what are you doing there? And that's when he goes, he's all, oh, I'm not doing anything. He tries to hide the gift. He's all, really? Because what it looks like. And that's when
you're trying to say Johnny's Turbo Man.
It's Johnny's Turbo Man.
Oh, yep. And then, so that's, the reindeer, as soon as they leave, the reindeer again tries to charge on him. He's like, you picked the wrong day. Punches them and fucking out.
This is random. Little side note.
Yes.
And Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I watched a lot of Schwarzenegger movie. He punches
a bobcat.
He punches a camel. I think it might have been
really?
I think it might have been a throwback to that.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past me.
Yeah. Balthazar.
So they're having
give
beer.
Us some freaking pudding.
Give us some freaking pudding. So Howard, he's having a beer with the reindeer.
Wait, I want to ask you a question. Sorry.
Yes.
What is he saying? What are they saying? Figid pudding? I used to say freaking pudding.
I thought it was figgy pudding or something.
Is it? I kept saying,
pudding.
bring us some freaking pudding.
No. Bring me some piggy pudding. Yeah, something like that. It's definitely not freaking.
That's the one we're going to sing.
Santa's freaking, I'll tell you. So Howard's having beer with his reindeer, right? So I wonder if he stole that six-pack from Ted or maybe...
He went back to the house?
I know, right? He's like, fuck it, I already fucked up enough.
Yeah.
And so they're in front of Jamie's clubhouse, right? Or is that Johnny's? Because remember, this is when I was talking about.
This is Johnny's.
But then we see but he looks inside it and he sees the picture of his family, all colored in.
It's Johnny's.
Why would Johnny have a picture of?
Because his dad didn't miss the colors. Remember, I was telling you about. So
but it's a picture of Arnold.
Yeah, it looks like him, but I think
it is because in that scene, the very first scene where when he's in the room, like trying to apologize for him and missing the belt, he's drawing that same picture,
Yeah,
but
that
it's
same
not colored
picture.
in.
I thought, you see, that's the thing I was trying to tell you is that I've always assumed this, that the picture that the kid has, and they both have the same picture that they drew for
But
their
Arnold
belts.
Schwarzenegger.
I know, it looks like him, right?
It is
yeah,
him.
but then this one's
It's
all colored
beefed
up and this one wasn't. I thought
that
it
one
was
was
because
colored
this
up.
kid, because I thought that was in his house.
No, I
Are
don't
we
think
wrong?
so.
Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure because it's the same picture.
Because why would the reindeer go back to that dude's house?
He has had some beers, fucker. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I mean,
then
I
you're
don't know.
probably right. I don't recall.
I know because I remember that it's exactly that same picture. It just
Yeah.
wasn't colored in the beginning, but at the end it's colored.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
But
again.
we'll look. Yeah, look more into
I
it,
must meditate.
and we'll get back to you, and you can admit that I'm right.
I'll
So
admit it.
that's when Howard goes into superhero mode. He's like, time to start keeping my promises. So we cut to the sweet parade and the sweet announcers, right? That parade looks pretty lit and but it's super easy to get to, right? It's packed, but like there's not that many people. Like you can't even get that close at Disneyland, bro. Like there's that shit, that shit's all open game. So I like
entertainment parade.
So I like this part. It's weird because I like how Ted and Liz let the kids go by themselves, and she's like, "Don't wander off." I'm like, so do they have a designated spot they're supposed to meet? Because so don't wander off. Because how the fuck are they gonna find them after that?
And they still wander off.
And then and it even shows Jamie go under some guy's legs, but Johnny just walks through. And if you can notice, there's only like 3 or 4 people behind him. Like he didn't need to do that.
No,
it's not that crowded, but it's a poppin' ass parade, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they went that early or something.
I don't know.
It's just always been
I don't know, but it was already kind of midway through, right? And then also fucking Ted's sweet face when the kids leave, right? He smiles all fucking like, oh, I'm gonna get some with Lizzie,
and he tries to give her eggnog.
And I like the kids are watching the thing, and I always love this fucking scene where they point out the Cat in the Hat, and the Cat in the Hat does that sweet little fucking dance, right? He just goes like, he's like, and the kids are all stoked. Oh yeah. So now
they high five. They go, yeah.
So now we get to Howard being let out by a taxi, right? So he gets out because the traffic, it's crazy, and even the cab driver's like, "Did you notice? He's it's the parade, man. I can't get anywhere." But that cab was already pretty deep, into the traffic, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he get out earlier? And literally, it's down the street. It's they're not that far.
They're not far from it,
right? So
or at least it makes it seem like it, right?
It does, right? So I don't know why it took him so long. So now we cut back to Liz and Ted. He's like, "Here, have some non-alcoholic eggnog," because he's trying to soothe her a little bit from the situation that just happened. And I like how Ted, like I said, Ted's not really talking about his house, right? And he has all these gifts there, and his fucking window's broken. Anyone can just go in there and steal shit, but obviously he's just trying to get some. So that's when he tries to bust the move. He's like, "Liz, you're like a lost frightened fowl. Don't worry, Ted's here." He's like, "You deserve better, Lizzie." She's like, "Lizzie?" And he forces her on his shoulder. He's like, "You need a shoulder to cry on." He's like, "It's useless, Liz. We can't hide our feelings anymore."
Our feelings?
Yeah, and he's not feeling this guy, right? It's going to make some awkward neighbors. He's like, "I'm a very eligible bachelor. Lots of women would give anything to be in your position right now." And this part's fucking great because he's like, "For me, it all started at our Labor Day barbecue. You asked me how to marinate ahi tuna, and I said, all you need is Italian salad dressing." Dude is a sex magnet, bro.
Dude, honestly,
I wonder he probably tells these ladies and it works.
And honestly, obviously,
he's got a sweet ass voice.
And
it's just the way he's saying it.
I think he's fucking like all the single moms there.
Oh, of course, yeah,
for sure.
But it's fucking.
But it's kind of weird because even remember when that lady goes, "I wish every husband was like you." I'm thinking she has a husband and she's
to have an affair, right? Or like she wants him. She wants him. So that's when Howard kind of runs up and sees that. But he gets all pissed off and but then that's when the cop confronts him again.
No, that's when he sees that and he's gonna run towards and beat his ass, and the cop pulls up right in front of him and
he knocks it over. That's
And then he has the coffee.
And his hands are all fucked up because of the bomb.
Yeah.
And it burns him, so he has to run away. So that's before Howard sees that Liz throws the eggnog in his face, because
or she hits him with a
she hits him with it and it gets all over his face.
And he's like,
that didn't go. His guts are all fucked up, right? So now we're seeing Howard running around, from this cop, and he escapes his clutches and enters a mysterious warehouse where he's approached by a random dude talking about how he's "Are you the guy? Are you the guy?" And he starts saying the instructions of whatever the suit they're putting on him, And he's like, oh, we just got to let you know it was a total freak accident what happened at rehearsal. The doctor said Pete actually showed some brain activity this morning. That's a really good sign.
He's like, yeah, he does that.
That's a really good sign. Yeah. I'm like, fuck. And like, obviously he's fucking Turbo Man. Because then we see Booster. He's like, and I couldn't picture the Booster's voice being any other way than that fucking guy, right? He sounds like that Gilbert Gottfried guy, right?
Is it not him?
I always
thought it was him.
I don't think it's him.
No, he's all.
He's
like, what?
Oh,
no, I thought he's all, yo, Booster. And he's, what is he? Oh, no, what was he telling me?
No,
he's all, I've been waiting for your sorry lump. He's sweating like a dog in a Chinese restaurant.
He's like, I know you. Yo, Booster. He's like, yeah. And who the hell you think you are? Mary Poppins? And they fucking go, and that's when they cut to the parade getting super hyped.
I love this right
because
here.
It's the main event is Turtle Man.
Yeah, and you remember, the sweet ass part I like, the guy with the guitar, dude.
Oh yeah,
the blonde hair.
They're just getting down, right?
He's getting down.
This is like the Mickey Mouse, right?
Yeah, dude. This is like the part of the parade that people went for because Turbo Man's such a big thing right now, right?
He's got a movie.
But he's got the freaking he's got the freaking the guy with the guitar, like the dudes with the drums. They're all
dressed,
and then the announcers.
Oh, the Turbo Man, and that's when he comes out, and obviously Howard's in the suit.
Yeah.
And then fucking Booster's like, wave, you idiot! And he's like, this is cool. I can get into this. Away from the mattress business, of course. He does that sweet salute to Jamie, but it was kind of far, right? I don't think he really saw Jamie.
I don't think he saw him. He just
kind of did it, and they made it dramatic because, like, obviously she, like, Jamie looks up to this fucking guy. So the special edition Turbo Man is revealed, and Howard's stoked that he finally gets it in his hands, and he hugs it all sweet. He's like, oh, remember he hugs it? It's all super cute. And then, that's when Booster's like, oh, heads up, Dementor's going to be coming down soon, and that's when it shows the Dementor actor getting knocked out. I wonder by who. So we're told that Howard has to choose a kid, and obviously he looks at Jamie and he goes, "You, Jamie." He goes, "You."
He's like, "No, he's me." The chubby fucking.
And they put the fucking thing. He's like, "Jamie." He knows my name. I like how they can't tell that it's Howard, right? Like he's got the fucking voice. You can totally see it. He's not really getting covered. It's kind of like Superman, right? Yeah. Like Superman puts on glasses and no one knows who the fuck he is, right? It's just hilarious.
And then his freaking accent,
and then Booster's like he like tears up too. He's like, and that so he's about to reveal, that he's his dad, right? He's like, oh, I am your father, and then that's when fucking Dementor Myron shows up all fucking sweet, right?
And he freaking
obviously it's a stunt double, right? Because like fucking he lands, it fucking looks all stupid. Yeah. And he's and everyone's like,
no, it's Dementor.
And then everyone's booing him, and he's like, oh, shut up! And he's like flipping him off, right? He's doing the fucking arm, and everyone's like, was that part of the script? And he's like, that's right, Turtle Man. He's like, I'm one step ahead of you because I got a bigger brain. That stupid brain thing, the fucking Dementor.
I'm sorry, I want to go back to this part. Sorry. When the announcers, it's a lady and like some
Gail and
right?
I forgot the other guy's name.
Yeah, but the guy, and then like she gets the papers. He goes. And she like slams it down and goes, let's watch and listen.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's when it goes to the
smile,
Turbo,
right?
It's so weird.
Yeah, they're like
like,
super.
Oh no, Turbo Man!
Super announcers.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Looks like, no, I will get to that. There's a sweet little thing they say. So they start fighting, and then like Booster's like, cuts to tell him, he's like, this is not how we reversed it, pal. And then fucking he goes, you know what? Nobody likes you, Booster, and he punches his ass. Boom. And I just love how everyone just starts
like
literally goes
kids,
up and starts attacking his ass.
Beating the shit out of him.
We hate you, Booster. Like you'd think the show would kick him off, like if he was a hated character. Like why the fuck they didn't keep him? And like I can't even. I would like to see the show because like I can't even imagine this fucker as a sidekick. Like what's he doing?
Like who is this weird ass Cybertooth?
Like what is he?
Pink Tiger.
Exactly.
I don't know what the
hell
he is.
He's like the Ninja Turtle. What's the guy that trains him?
Oh, Splinter. No.
Yeah, right. He's like a Splinter, I would think.
Yeah.
But then anyway, he starts running away. Jamie starts running away, and then fucking Myron's like, "I'm gonna get you, kid, and your little doll too." Little Wizard of Oz reference. He's like, "Ta Turtle Man." That's when he launches that sweet ass fist thing. I like how he knows like all the functions, right?
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
when he does
that's what he does the nose, and that. Everyone thinks it's an act, obviously, and that's when the announcers say that, this can be the end of civilization as we know it. It's so fucking stupid.
I love that, dude. The way it's over the top.
Just super honestly, oversold.
All this movie is pretty over the top. Like a lot of overacting, a lot of over the top.
That's what I love.
Because they try to keep it so grounded with everything that's going on. Like, obviously, we can kind of like, like getting the hot toy. Like, we know that.
Of course.
But then when it gets crazy with like the freaking the Santas and the jetpacks, that's when it goes over the top.
That fucking jetpack. So Howard knocks down Myron, but that's when the demon team comes out. And this one, like the show is kind of all going right. Like again,
go, demon team.
And they're all, don't you know the choreography? The way they're fucking attacking him,
They're
he's just
beating
throwing his ass, right?
One of them is like on top of him,
Yeah,
like,
fucking
like wailing on him and stuff.
So Myron's chasing Jamie. Crowd thinks it's all part of the show, right? Even the cop commenting, he's like, "Oh, sorry, man." And he's like, "It's all part of the show." He's like, "That's my son." He's like, "Oh, he's wonderful." Fucking stupid.
Right, he's so dope.
Jamie's got some balls though, man. He's like climbing up on the roof. He's climbing on that fucking tree thing. Like,
yeah, why not give the guy the doll already?
Like, is it really that fucking worth it? Like,
yeah,
is
it worth
life,
dying?
Right?
Yeah, is it worth dying for? And this is the materialistic
because it's supposed to be part of the show, but I don't think Jamie. But I guess maybe Jamie realized it's not in a way.
Yeah,
like,
but then like, why run away like that? Yeah,
and why go that way? Like, couldn't you have gone like into a group of cops but they all think it was part of the show, obviously,
yeah, of course.
Right?
Why not go?
But
to
he could
have
easily been lost. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Turbo Man launches into action with that sweet jetpack and loses control. That's whole like the effects on him using the jetpack is fucking sweet.
Oh no! No! That's
falling,
when they climb up a tree like kind of ornament, not ornament, but like a metal thing, and it falls right.
No, not yet. It hasn't fallen yet.
Oh, because that's when he uses the jetpack, and then
because he's like flying around all crazy. And that's when they see him land, and that's when the tree thing falls over.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when because he goes, "Oh no, use your jetpack."
Yeah.
Remember?
Turbo Man, use your jetpack. Yeah. So like, but that's when remember he goes up in the air and he loses control. He's like, oh, and he fucking falls down, and then he like runs into that family having dinner. Like, what the?
What the? Like the hair is all crazy. Their hair. So
that's when the tree thing tips over.
That's true.
Leaving Myron and Jamie hanging. They tell him and then Jamie's like, use your turbo ring. Like, how does he hear Jamie? And then so he throws it, knocks, then it passes by Myron, but then Myron grabs the doll. He's like, I got it. But the ring comes back, hits Myron. Myron falls.
He falls like on like presents.
Yeah, he gets surrounded, but falls on another like float.
Yeah.
And then all the cops surround him. He's like all fucking, he's caught, right? So Jamie's still like, he's about to slip. He's like, Turbo Man, help! And then he fucking falls. I love that effect too. When he's
the
falling.
way he looks.
It just looks super sweet.
It's all freaking 90s, you know what I mean?
He finally gets the hang of that fucking jetpack and saves him. And he's like, I knew you would save me, Turbo Man. He's like, you can always count on me. So they land safely, returning to Liz. But Jamie is sad that his dad didn't get to see it all.
He's like, what's wrong?
He's like, he's like, your dad, you're his favorite person. He's like, he loves you more than anything in the whole wide world. You're his all-time favorite person.
How do you know all that?
Who would know better than me? And then fucking they're all, Dad! And then fucking Liz like, Howard? And she's like, Howard. And he's like, oh, Liz, I love you both. Like the way he fucking says it. And then fucking, and then that's when Ted rolls up and he's like, what's going on here? And then Johnny's like, Jamie's dad is Turbo Man. He's like, let's get out of here.
He's like, Dad, you smell like barf.
Dad, you smell like barf. I like how he still has all that shit in his face. Like, why didn't he clean it up, right?
Yeah, it's funny because I always thought like this, it looks like it took a long time for all this to happen. But I think this is cutting into like it's fast, I guess. Because like, why would he not have gone to look for his son right away?
Exactly, right? That's just like you would think he was closing on, like fucking hosing down or some shit. So anyway, Officer Hummel returns the doll to Jamie, and then that's when like he tells fucking Turbo Man, we can really use a man like you on the force. Turns around, it's Howard. And I'm surprised the cops didn't arrest his ass at that point, right?
I'm sorry about
the bike,
the coffee.
And Liz is like, what the? He's like, what the fuck? And he's all tripping out too, right? So Myron.
Yeah, why didn't they arrest his ass?
That's what I was gonna say. Like that was weird. So Myron is then shown being hauled away by the police, but Jamie stops in to give them the doll. And he's all, Merry Christmas. And Myron's super stoked and happy. And then fucking Howard's like, but Jamie, I thought you wanted this doll more than anything. So what do I need the doll for? I got the real Turbo Man at home. And that's so cute, you know?
Okay, I want to cut into this.
Oh, shit. Cut it.
No, you're good. No. Sorry.
It's not what I said.
And that's not what I said. So this is like, remember I was telling you how it's about materialistic.
Yes.
Now this is like where it like goes full circle with whatever.
This is that turning point.
Yeah, that was like a holiday movie. Like he realizes that what he really wanted was his father. It's not the toy. That's just a material. There's nothing to it.
Exactly.
Right? So this is like that.
But if his dad wasn't dressed up as Turbo Man, maybe he still wanted the toy. What if he was dressed up as Cat in the Hat doing that sweet little dance?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I feel you on that. And it's cute. Like, they haul him away, and he's like, that's my dad.
Yeah, that's
my dad. It's super cute. So I know the movie ends there.
Yeah.
But in the extended version, it goes back to their house. He's putting the tree on he's putting his star on his tree finally, and they're all happy. And then Liz is like, I've been wondering. He's like, if you would go through all this for Jamie just to get him a present, so it makes me wonder, would you get me? And then fucking it zooms into his face all sweet. He's like,
He didn't get it. Yeah,
that's supposed to like kick off
this.
like it's supposed to be a sequel, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's in the fucking movie end.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. That ending, I think they should have added that like in the original. That would have been a good ending, but still, the original is good too because it shows them being cheered off.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I remember that there was gonna be a sequel with Schwarzenegger, and something happened where there was a reason that it didn't go through.
Oh,
I don't remember what it was. I forget, but I just remember as a kid like being like, I always wanted this movie to be a part 2.
Be a fucking sequel
Because it would be so good.
Uh-huh.
Like Schwarzenegger is awesome, bro. Like I freaking love Schwarzenegger. Like he's always been one of my favorite actors, and just like this movie honestly encapsulates most of what I like about him. You know what I mean?
Like he's not playing that, the action hero. I mean, he is, but like he's playing the family man action hero, right? Which is like a lot of things.
Kindergarten cop kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously, I don't even know if I had to ask this question because obviously, is it a like it, a love it, or rewind it? It's a fucking rewind it, brother.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
all the way to the Jingle All the Way. You know what
I don't
saying?
even know how many, dude. Honestly, I feel like me and you have seen this movie countless of times.
I've seen it plenty, so many damn times. I think I watch it every year, like I said, and I know I've watched it multiple times in the year before, and I just love it. And like I had mentioned before, like I notice all this shit going on in the movie that since doing this podcast, like I'm able to stop and like really smell the roses.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? But yes, rewind it. If you have not seen this movie, this is like a holiday movie. It's on top of all the classics. You know, the Home Alones and the Grinches, all that stuff. It's one of those movies you just need to watch. Like, it's cheesy as hell, but
it's a holiday movie.
Perfect
you
cheesy,
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
those are some of the best movies are cheesy.
It's
right?
a wholesome, just holiday movie.
It's funny, it's like charming. It's great.
It's good for the whole family.
Yeah, so I highly recommend this movie. Like always.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say they hated this movie. I'm sure there's
at least
people
that I've shown it to. Yeah, I mean, people probably
because people are stupid. See the thing.
People are stupid.
No, I'm not gonna say. People are entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to say is that, like, obviously, a lot of the quotes that me and you or movies that we're kind of reviewing, we kind of like. But I know for a fact people don't like certain movies. But like, I think it's because people are seeing it through a lens of like a cinema lens. They're not seeing it for what it's supposed to be, right? This is a dumb, cheesy holiday movie, and that's what you're gonna get.
Well, it's fun.
You know what I mean? And it's a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna go to it like, oh, it's not doing anything, like it's not over.
This ain't Martin Scorsese.
It's not Martin. Yeah, it's not Martin Scorsese. That's not what this is. You know what I mean?
It's something to just kind of
sit back,
not
relax.
have to think about anything.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? Just laugh your ass off.
Exactly.
Have a drink. Watch it with some friends. Watch it with or someone you love.
Some family.
Even by yourself. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
I was fucking cracking up. Still, I'm just like, fuck, man, it's just so good.
I want to say something. I wanted you to go into this because I freaking love that you love Sinbad as much as I did.
he makes his movie he makes it. Like I said, Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger is just a great mix. Like, and from what I've read, Sinbad improvised a lot of his lines, and what I also heard is Arnold Schwarzenegger improvised as well with him.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like,
that's cool.
Some of the shit, like, because I'm sure he's probably like, the fuck is this guy talking about? And he's like, I gotta say some stupid shit, right? Because like I would have not been able to like not to laugh, right? But yeah, so as far as talking about a sequel, they have one with Larry the Cable Guy.
We will not be
I
doing
will not
that.
watch that movie. I have never seen it,
maybe.
and I don't plan to.
I want to say maybe, but I doubt it. I really highly doubt it.
I don't think so.
I don't care to watch that.
No, I don't. But I know you want to watch Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle.
So yeah, that was Jingle All the Way. I love it. I love that movie. Next week we are doing
A Christmas
Story.
Yeah.
And you have not seen that movie, right?
I have, but like only bits and pieces, and it's been years. It's not one of the holiday movies that I always watch.
I see. And it's not really I do either, but I'll get more into it next time we talk about it.
And it's weird because like when it comes out a lot, obviously it's one of those like classic Christmas movies, and every time I get to see it, it's always like towards the end or the middle.
Well, I guess I'll mention it now.
Go ahead, of course.
It would play. It plays on a channel. I'm not sure what channel it is, but it plays 24 hours.
TBS or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's 24 hours. So every time I watch that movie, it had, like you said, it's been like cut in the beginning, then I'll watch like parts of the end, like part of the middle. I never watched it in full until like one time. I've only watched it in full like once.
That's crazy.
But every other time I've seen different parts. And it's great. And I'm excited to do it because it's been a while since I've seen it again.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't watch it last year. So it's going to be good again this year. And like I said, diving into it more like this, it's gonna be fun. And I like how you don't really remember it too well, so I'm excited to see what you say.
That's what I'm excited about. Usually, me and you have a pretty similar taste of things. And when you get excited for something, I'm always like thinking, okay, so I'm gonna probably like it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think I've watched Holes a long time ago, and you told me watch it again, and then I enjoyed it even more that I saw it again. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's a sweet one too.
So I'm kind of excited to see this. It's like it's gonna be nice, honestly.
Oh yeah. So that wraps up number 1 of our Christmas with quotables. Oh, what did I say last time? 5 quotables of Christmas, something like that. So yeah, once again, we are on Twitter, QuotablesCast. Feel free to send us anything, mention us. We'll definitely get back to you. We don't have many people. We'll definitely talk.
It's kind of hard, dude, honestly, because we're not.
But give us some suggestions. We already have a set list of movies we're going to be doing this month. But we're so open for suggestions. We don't all just have to do it for Christmas. We can do it starting in the new year. So thanks again for listening. Ernie, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I just want you to know one thing.
What's that?
You're my number 1 customer.
You're my number 1 customer. Yeah. All righty, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ho, ho, ho.